So we're gonna do the index page for lolcat. So I happen to have my bootstrap link right here. So this is another page I've been working on. So I'm gonna just grab this, but you can get this off of the Get Bootstrap page, right? Yes, Jeff.
Sorry.
So there's I've got my bootstrap CDN. Oops. Okay, so I got a container. Let's do a row. Okay, so I got a row. And what do I got? A column. Medium, and we'll do three, we'll do the article row and that's it, okay?
Yes, it's 4.
So there's my 3 articles. And if I split this, it's going to show 3 articles across there. So what are we trying to match, right? What are we trying to, let me go over and we'll get the PDF. Okay, homepage. Okay, so I've already done the header, so that's cool. What I'm looking at is this right here. So how are we going to deal with this? Basically, we've got to have some, if I were doing this for real, I would probably do some sort of JavaScript or something to say, look, find the tallest column, set all the columns to that height. So that's probably what I would do, is figure out how much space, the tallest, most amount of text. The other thing that I would do is when I loaded this page, I'm loading this dynamically, so I'm going to a database. I don't know how much text is going to be in this article, but I'm going to limit it. And so if you guys have seen the digital signs on campus, like in the library and CSC, the Campus Service Center, that's code that I wrote. And so what I do is when I pull those feeds in, sometimes some of them I limit and say, look, no, you only get 100 characters. And then I'm just going to go ... You're out. So too bad. If you notice, like some of them though are god awful, and I'm not limiting the ones that come out of Resource 25. And so someone just goes, oh, I've got an event. Oh, I get this 8-paragraph essay that they sent me for a PR. I'm just going to paste that into the description. Boom. Well, guess what happens? It just automatically, my code just automatically shrinks it so your text is like this tall. So I need to go back and rewrite that and say, no, sorry, you get 100 words, period. That's it. So I can do that. That's something as designers you can go, no, you're going to limit the amount of text that they get, and that's, you tell me how much the maximum amount's going to be. So in this case, here we go. So we're limiting the amount of text. But this is kind of straightforward. I'm going to just go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
One thing I keep thinking whenever I look at them is are they on separate rows?
Are what on separate rows?
The picture and the text.
Right. There's a couple ways to do this, right? So you can do I'm just going to do it the simplest way possible. I'm just going to put an image in there, and I'm going to give it a class of like article image, and just say width 100%. Boom.
I'm pretty sure the image is slightly bigger than that.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, 100% of the image or 100%?
100% of the div that it's in, which is the column, right? So for example,
is the text in its own in the same div then?
It doesn't necessarily have to be, because I can just say, you know, I don't put a float on there, and so let's just do it. So I'm just going to say, look, let's put an image in, image source, and I'm just going to browse for it, and it's right in here somewhere. Oh, I didn't, shoot. I gotta copy it. You're welcome to sing along.
This project has a particularly dangerous subject. It always makes me tempted to look at videos such as An Engineer's Guide to Cats.
Nice.
Oh, it's a website about cats.
Okay, so there's my images, and now I can come back here and I can say, I'm just going to pick one of these at random. Okay, so I haven't saved this yet, so this is something to be afraid of here. I haven't saved this document, and I'm already embedding images in, and it's going to say, it's going to make a file path. This will break when you put it online. So I'm going to say OK, and it makes this god-awful link in here that says file. So first thing I'm going to do is save this. And I'm going to call this index. Okay, and hopefully it updated my... No, it didn't, so I'm kind of messed up here. But that's all right. I'm going to just say, how about right there?
Where's the folder when that
Okay.
image is located on your end? Like,
So what?
because this is the URL I got for that, so I'm wondering where your folder is located, where you're getting that image from.
It should be just in, you should have a lolcat bootstraps folder and an assets folder, and then an images. Okay, so what did I do? It put this image in here, and it's massive, right? So let's give it a class.
Article image.
So let's class. I'm going to call it art image underscore image. And I'm going to actually give this a tag of article class. And you'll see why in a second here. Okay, so I've got articles here. So I'm going to just go up here in my style. I'm going to create a new style.
We should do this on the CSS.
You can do it on a separate sheet. I would do it on a separate sheet, yeah. So first of all, I'm going to say, look, here's my article class. In my article class, I'm going to strip out my padding. And that's going to push this. See how I just got rid of the little space that was on the side? And then I'm going to do my art image. And I'm going to say, look, on the art image, let's just set the width to 100%. And there we go. So something's wrong here. I got some weirdness there.
It's gotten. Now I just got the icon. The image that is.
Okay, so there's my article, and so now I can just go in here and below it, and I'm just going to steal, copy that text. Where is it? Here we go.
Wait, mine's still massive.
So you guys should be able to style this now, right?
Mine's still looking massive.
Yeah, so you gave it a class. Well, I'll check your work in a second. But you want to basically set a width of. Look at this. It gives you the type right now. So I can go ahead and say, look, the article is also going to have a black background. And it's going to have font color of. Sorry, a color of white. No, it's going to be green. And, you know, so basically you can see I'm already starting to style this a little bit. I'm going to have to wrap this in a div just because I need the space around. I need padding around this text, but I can't have padding around the image. So I have to say, look, put the text in its own div. Give it a margin so it pushes against the sides a little bit and has some space, some breathing space. But I'm done. I mean, you know, that's my article right there in a nutshell. And I should just be able to say, copy paste. And I can just change this. Broke it. Okay, well, there's something wrong with my... Oh, there it is. Okay, so, next problem. I got space here, right? So I'm gonna just set the height of that article. I'm just gonna force it.
Out of curiosity, how'd you get it to split like that, specifically vertically, that is?
Oh, here? It's under View, Split Vertically.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Split, yeah, split horizontally. So I'm just eyeballing this, and I'm saying set it to 550, and I've got the height right. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording because I've been rambling.